No more BRB. I'm here for the second half of the stream. Let me click into Disco Elysium. Like I said, just about an hour, maybe an hour and a half at most. An hour and a half at most I can be streaming here until I have to leave. So, a successful Valkyria Chronicles section of the stream, though, I'd say. Now I must hopefully not fail. There it is. It's taking a little while to capture there. Let me turn down this in my head. Turn down that volume in my head. So let's recall what I did last time. I wandered around. I discovered some things. I went into the apartments, found out that I can't find the balcony smoking man until, I guess, tomorrow in-game. So then I was like, alright, well, now what I do? I listened to some things from the boat lady, did a couple other things, talked more to the pawn shop man, talked some more to the people at the strike little area, Union versus the Scabs, and then, I assume, was he the leader, or just a high up of the Union force who was being kind of a dick? I mustered enough courage to just do a cool 360 spin kick. What does this mean? Oh, hey. Okay, it just takes a while to pop up. And then I entered the room that I got access to from pressing the button, I assume. So we're going to check out that room. And then I assume we're going to probably hit the end of this first day in game. I would imagine. Right? Yeah, right. Alright, let's look around. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. But didn't I just open it from... Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. What do you mean? I just came in here. I think that's probably a mistake. I don't think that's right. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. This is Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. This is a Dewey. Important word there. Let's take a look here where we're at with experience and stuff. Stats wise, pretty good. I was taking a shower this morning and I was like, all right, there's a chance that sometime today I might get another skill point. Do I want to invest in another slot here, or do I want to get another point, like stat point? I never know. The balance of this is tricky. It's a tricky thing. Again, it feels weird to use a point on just discarding something already in. You know what I mean? This is tricky. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Rigorous self-critique. I'm one sorry piece of shit. Man. Tricky. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's take a look at things. Postcard? Book. Use interact button in inventory to inspect the book. Oh, I want to inspect. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. Little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. Hillsides are lush, with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. And by pretty penny, we mean 34. So it's not much, honestly. The leading intellectual organ of Martinet's communism offers a radical Masovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. Cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzle with a pair of white antlers growing out his head. Oh, the antler iconology.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Frizzle. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Frizzle?
Because Frizzle was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Ah, of course. Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Let's read that editor's note first.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
I'm going to play it cool, pretend everything's in order.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
I think I would have guessed that. I think.
Why they decided to title this one section in Volda is beyond you. It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Let's read the profile CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Great. Just a moment, what is this tip-top tourney?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Alright, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines: Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Wait, why aren't they real names?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
Oh, what's wrong with a good motor crash? They just keep it interesting.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
Guess I've never thought about it that much.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Kim, this article says that no one really watches Tip Top Journey for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I'm gonna put the magazine away. For now, at least. I have the rest of this room to check out here. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. The standard office file cabinet, the drawers seem to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Is it my gun?
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
My gun?
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Force yourself to go through the folders.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Could I actually focus through not focusing?
You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
I'll leave the folders alone for now. Oh, +1 volition through focusing. Here we go. Try again.
Whatever's hidden
Yeah!
is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim. A to-do note with a list of errands for Everart.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Alright, let's close the drawer.
The drawer slides shut smoothly.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Yes, my hostel room calls.
We can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
So we'll come back here next day in the game. Alright, let's fucking leave then. Also, we can do our end of day debrief. I've been looking forward to the end of day debrief or so. Let me out. No fucking way. Am I actually stuck in here somehow? How? Let me out. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. How? There's no way I'm actually stuck in here somehow, right? There's no way. Neat office shades. These were stuffed away in the dock workers union office. They're perfect for scribbling down paperwork when the sun tries to get in your eye. Good for staring down suspects too. Visual calculus, -1 drama. Logic and authority. Logic, authority. I'm gonna switch those. Yeah. There's no way I can be stuck in this, is there? Dock workers union office? That doesn't make sense. Let me out. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Get me out. Do I have to break my way out? Open it. Open. Kim, I'm stuck.
Yes?
No way. There's no way. There's no way. Let me see. Stuck in... What was this called? What if it's like a known bug or something? Wait, there it is. Dock Workers Union. Okay, Dock Workers Union Office. Disco Elysium. That would be crazy. Known bug? Let me see. Yeah, view page. Wait, this isn't, I found something. Oh, here we go. What's this? Stuck in office. Early hours in the morning, but I went back. But I'm not stuck in there. There's no sign. There's no key card. Okay, someone just not answering the question here on this forum post. It's got to be something I'm just... Let me see. God, I just have to keep looking at things. Am I missing something? What am I missing? I'm not finding an answer very easily. Oh, it's something here. Oh, I must have to... So, what... If I walked through here, why is it not able to be walked back out is the problem. Oh, no. Now where am I?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Lieutenant, point to cloak. I think that's mine.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
You think I should get it?
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, yes I do.
Grab a cloak.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Why is it that I could go through it, but then not outside that door? That's weird. It's very strange to me. Unless it's something that I'm not understanding. Police cloak made from heavy tarpaulin. It'd be high wind and waterproof if there wasn't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. Signature white rectangle. The RCM covers the garment's back. What do I currently have on? +1 conceptualization. I'm gonna keep what I've got on. Collecting rainwater. Alright, let's see how to get out of here. All around you, great machines in quiescence. Quiescence? I just want to leave. Wait, this brings me back. Where am I going? A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. I gotta get out of here. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Alright, that just goes further in. Alright, back to the Google. Let me see. Bump bump bum bump bump bum bum. I'm looking. I'm looking. I got to get out. I mean, I'll just walk around if I must. Let me start back. Make sure. You see faded industrial lettering on the platforms. This is a word. Alright, so time won't pass as I'm just walking is the thing. So that's good, I guess. Can't get there. This just stops here. Excuse me. That was a burp. Oh, I would have to. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Me getting experience every time I click a bubble. An orb, I think they call it. What's all this? Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. There's 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Just gonna leave that. Most basic answer is that it doesn't. Wait, is this a thing I can pick up? Oh, more? Oh, there's a ton. Just big fan of bottle collecting noise. I'm a trash man. Is that them all? Is that all of them? All right, let's go this way now. We only have so many options we can run, right? Kvelson means whale fjord in Arden. I'm sorry, Kim. I want to leave as well. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you, maybe. Gloves? Half-light? Glooves? For ultimate performance efficiency, these found Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy padding covering the palms, making these ideal for quadrupedal movement or for lifting cargo. I can read. Don't worry. What's the gloves I have on right now? Electrochemistry? Or half-light? I'll keep the electrochemistry gloves on for right now. Oh, dude, I have money for rent. Or not rent, but paying tomorrow. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow, white waves on red. What's in here? Again, I just gotta find a way out. A stair made of pallets leading up. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. I'll worry about the coffee table later. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Exciting. The desk has been cleaned out for the night. Smart man doesn't leave any incriminating documents behind. That's true. Wait, is there nothing here? Why does it show a speech bubble? Where do I go? Gotta go back to Google again. There's nothing in here. Feels like there should be like a person here or something. Oh no. Oh god. Maybe there's some what my brain said that there's maybe something on here. Is there gonna be like a helpful Probably not,
A
right?
large table with 2 huge vacuum-insulated thermal coffee dispensers. Someone has forgotten a small plastic card next to the stacks of cups.
Oh, word? Is that it?
You snatch out the red plastic card. It features a black contour of a crane lifting a container. The name, Etienne Hogarth, is written in the middle. Below it, in smaller text, member of the board. It comes with a magnetic strip meant to open electronic doors.
Huge! Is that what I need? Where is it? Is it here? 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 No? Here? 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 Keys? Union card. Keys. I'm just clicking around. Alright, Kim. We're gonna leave. I promise. Kim, I know you're tired. You're a sleepy little boy. We'll come back here. We'll definitely... There's things to do here, I think. Watch the card not actually open the door like I needed to. God, I was so close to not clicking. Like, I was just gonna leave. But, like, I was running out of options, you know? What does that do? What's that do? Alright, let's see. Can I actually leave with it? It's green now, so I would assume so. Yeah, baby! Let's go! I assume then I'm free to get there whenever I want. I have a card key. I stole someone's card key. I don't feel great about that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel great about it. But I can't believe I kept missing this check. This is absurd. Honestly, absurd. Let me see this. Kim can answer any lingering questions you might have about the case. Join him at the Whirling in Rags balcony after 22 when you're calling it a day. Yeah. Oh, it's spooky at night. It's spooky at night. Just got like a weird kind of Sunday energy to stream right now. Alright, I assume I just head up doors. Up doors. Do I just go up doors? I was thinking of indoors and upstairs. Do I go to the balcony? Let's go to the balcony, Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again?
What do you want to know?
Can we go over the preliminary info again?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
No, I'll wing it.
There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Shooter reported on security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. Nora Alice caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling Rags. I had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does this briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way.
I think I've already asked this part before,
a
though.
device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Of course, yes, I understand everything now.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Actually, I have all that I need for now.
Good.
How do I hang out with, To get, no. Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case in Elysium. Join him on the Whirling in Rags balcony after that when you're calling it a day. When I'm calling it a day? This is the Whirling in Rags balcony.
Yes?
I just really don't want to miss, like, having the chance to, like, speak to him if I, like, go into my room. Like, why am I so scared?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Is it lame if I look up how to do end of day debrief? I shouldn't be looking shit up, but I'm so... Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Do I have to... Well, I'm stuck on this dialogue. I'm not actually... Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I
Oh,
believe.
here we go.
And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation.
Yeah.
Let's go out to
Okay.
the balcony.
I was panicking there. All right, let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for
Whoa,
a
whoa,
moment.
whoa, whoa.
He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
The air outside is... That was weird. That was a weird visual thing. Okay, the air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man. So we didn't even inspect the body.
All right, good point, Kim. Let's try to be nice, though.
But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more today. I'm just not a very good cop, am I?
We're both doing our best under the circumstances. Just don't drink tonight, please. As for the interviews...
All right, Kim, I promise you I will not drink.
We didn't get to meet Eva Claire, but we did get into the harbor. It'll be easier to reach him tomorrow.
Exactly.
We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
Okay. Oh, so this is kind of cool. I feel like this actually feels like we are, like, getting a good summary of what we did in the game's day, and then also, like, directions for what to do the next day, it seems, right? So he's like, hey, you know, we didn't get to inspect the body. We haven't met Everett. We've talked to Joyce, but we need more information from her. This is actually pretty good.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
You're making fun of me for running?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until you get up tomorrow.
I don't like to waste time, you know? My mind moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How'd you get to be? A cigarette is such a good idea. I think I'm gonna have one too.
You're cold, detective. Again, I only have exactly one every night.
He blows a steady stream of smokes. Can I do it? Oh, I can't do it from here. I'm gonna do it. How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
No, I just mean in general, Kim. He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
So what are our powers exactly? The RCM.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
I see, and if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary.
Jesus.
And strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Oh, so you would cover for me, Kim, if I had to, right?
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
It's better to say we are allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Ravachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Let's say it was the citizens of Ravachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
The Moral Linton, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. Point to your head.
Okay. They're a union of
Being honest.
center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
I'm strictly, I don't know if I've said this earlier. I'm always, dude, I'm trusting Kim with so much information. I need to trust, like, I'm putting all my trust and faith in Kim. And I'm going to be very upset if somehow this game has him, like, backstab me or something. Like, I am so dependent on Kim. I'm going to be honest with him almost 100%. Almost 100%. And I need him to hopefully not destroy me. Somehow. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What is their symbol?
Oh,
didn't click the right thing. Who was Dolores Day?
You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Okay, what is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous.
Boom.
Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
What do you think then?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Try not to have opinions on facts until they change. Huh. I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on a cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Alright, let's go through these options. Let's see. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Ravishal. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie? Bourgeois? Bourgeois organization protecting bourgeois rights. Immigrants, liberal kits, fucking men are turning into women. Oh my god. What if I went this route? Jesus. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. You know what? They've done... I'm gonna... Yeah, fuck it. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Actually, vigilantes is okay with me.
Then you will adore Martinez. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it much.
He looks at the roundabout. Say nothing, just look into the night. Ponder.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno sucks.
It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
He pulls on the cigarette. Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I kind of really want to pick number 2 here. We won't change anything here.
Probably not. Anyway, positive change happens slowly. We never really get to see the impact of our actions.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. And 30 experience for that. Look at that. I did the thing. I did the thing. I completed the thing. Things done. Experience close. Alright. Bye, Kim. Night time. I'm not gonna drink, I promise. I promise. See you in the morning. Was this a door I could potentially open this whole time? How would one get in? Flashlight? Chain cutters? What if I dual wield? I just don't think I can open it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use my chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Why not?
The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops.
Look how happy I am.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Excellent. Hey, +2 for no more steam? Look at that. Well, it's all coming together, dude. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. I still need more electrochemistry. But that's fine. That's good. I'm gonna let the mirror be. In fact, I mean, I'm already getting +2 electrochemistry from my clothing. I have to. This is the same thing, electrochemistry +1, and I'm still already have a really bad. My electrochemistry. It must just be a high check, right? Because of 4, it's already 4. How high do you want me to go? 94 experience. Pretty good. Alright, let's go to bed. Hit the beds.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Crawl in.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Dude, I love going into... This might make me sound weird, but I love going into a cold and clammy bed. That's like... That shit puts me to sleep. It puts me to sleep, and it feels good. I love... Here's the thing. When I go to bed, I want to be cold as shit. And I want the covers to be cold, and I just want to be wrapped in just absolute frost. And then, when I wake up in the morning, I want my shower to fucking scald the fucking skin off my body. You know? That's a successful day. Cold bed. Super fucking mega hot shower. That's how I do it.
And then sleep.
Whoa.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Well, that was weird. Why do we keep having weird things happen? But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Oh no, I'm gonna drink, aren't I? Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep, and images start forming.
This is gonna make me sound like a big nerd, probably, but like, what a this short little section here is like a excellently worded way of like describing just what it's like when your mind is just completely full of like shit from that past day, and like you just having trouble like getting to sleep. It just feels very well articulated and worded here, in my opinion. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not drinking, am I? I promised to Kim I wouldn't drink. I promised Kim.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and her mouth? Are those referring to two different people? Or is it... I'm trying to determine if this is talking about, like, I wronged my wife, right? This will be the last thing you did to her.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone, and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
My mind is tired and broken.
Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Oof. Oof. Bright and early in the morning. Bright and early. So it's a good night's sleep.
Good going, buddy.
Just to try to trick myself with number 2. Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What chick?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
What the hell's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure?
Don't need
Ready
it.
to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
It's fine. I'm used to being a a slow, sad shell man. I've got experience of doing that. I'm used to it. I'm familiar.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Alright, still 17. Not great. It's a brand new day. The sun is shining. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Oh, it's done. Oh, you know what I should do? Now that I'm probably enough time has passed, I can probably do my
There it is, a brave little
start
army
my day with a little puff.
The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Pulling out of the pack.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Light it up.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
What are the repercussions if I do this?
Repercussions? There's a high risk of glory, with a mild chance cool genius. Smoking makes you
Cool
into an
genius.
intellectual.
That's me.
Everybody knows that. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true.
Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
I'm chill as balls right now. Okay, so use the smokes, complete the task, gain 30 experience. Main reason of doing that right now. Should probably heal up.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good.
Makes
before
sense.
white
So
check
it's like the opposite of
damages
alcohol,
your health.
basically. Well, not the opposite, but alcohol raises your physical skills, but you take one moral hit, I think. So that's all good. We do have a new point. New point, new point, new point. I'm going to say... Oh, this is tough, because, again... I could go... Suicide, Mass Krasol. I said Mass Krasov. Kras Mazov. I don't know what my brain just kind of... No, let's go point. Point. Sometime after 21 to see if anyone's home. Okay. So we'll do that in today's day in the game. This happens, I think today's Tuesday in game, so I can't do that. Interfacing? Electrochemistry is enticing. Let's go electrochemistry. Bam. I'm getting good. No one can resist me. Oh, hey, this is that area. Right? Oh, hi, Kim.
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Ah, Kim, I also had a rough night.
One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace.
Hey, 30 experience for that. Look at us go, dude. Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
There's so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Oh, totally. Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Why would I do that, though?
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
I mean, I'm very curious.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you.
Okay, so
Whatever
it's
you
just giving
decide
us a
is fine by
choice.
me.
She's moved up here. There's something here. I don't want to get too far into the day, but I do want to give payment for my room to this guy.
Can I help you?
He arches an eyebrow. About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Yeah, 20 real for the night.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Goodbye. Just cost me an arm and a leg, dude. Alright, I'm at 69. Look at me go, 69. 69. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, so this isn't timed. Obviously closed. That will be for tomorrow. Smoker on the balcony we should do by end of day today, I'd assume. I'd completed the, this was the one with the find out the booth, whatever. So we know what we need to do today in the game, right? So we'll, once we, you know, next time I pick this up, I guess I'll go into here, see what this is. We'll go into the booth area and talk to some people. I'm sure they'll all be level-headed and no problems will happen. And then we should go probably back to the docks, because there's that whole section that I didn't really explore at all here. I assume it's like this whole thing, right? So that'll be next time we play. That does bring us to the end of the stream. I'll say that should be a nice full week of streams, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, and Friday night. Probably no Umineko during the week. It'll probably be Valkyria Chronicles, one stream of like this, probably either Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'm thinking of introducing New game. Not a completely new game. It's a game series I've played here on the channel that we need to do the next entry in. So that'll probably make an appearance one of these days this week, probably Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So there's that. There might be someone who enjoys it. We'll see if I do. But that'll be sometime this week. That'll be like the only last game that we're going to add to the channel rotation-wise before we finish something else. Obviously, Valkyria Chronicles is slowly coming to an end. Not super close, I think. I think there's still going to be a few, good handful of streams there. Sorry, I had to sneeze. It's like quickly muted myself there. That was good. Expert timing. But yeah, that will mean then we have technically 4 games going on the channel. But that 4th one I'm going to add this week. It's I think a relatively small game, and also one that I don't have to constantly be keeping up with. Like, we could just do it every once in a while. So that's kind of the intention and reason for bringing it in. So bringing it in now. So normal week of streams. Obviously, Sunday is still far from being over. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great Monday. Take it easy on yourself. Be good, do good, and yeah, until tomorrow, Monday night. Stream Monday night. So, till then.